Hello, my dears. It's me, Kirisaki Jackie, and welcome back to Niravasi. I don't remember where I have to go or what I have read already. I have no idea. What have I already done and what have I not done? Like, have I read that? If I didn't, let's do it again, I guess. This is a pre-recorded message for all Synergeny employees working within the research and development sector. Please do not bring any food or drinks into the building, as this violates our health and safety protocols. If you're in need of refreshment, please seek them out before or after working hours. This will be a one and only warning. When are you supposed to eat then? Proper etiquette within the facility will prevent unexpected and most unpleasant occurrences, I assure you. Only before and after work? For like, how about lunch break and coffee and stuff like that? Salim Zakaria, Synergeny R&D employees. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to everyone that worked together with the Niravasi Security Bureau on Project Clarity. While implementing the research, I hate this new shit. Absolutely hate it. While implementing the research you found into practice hasn't exactly been a smooth transition. The results, nonetheless, are extremely impressive. Emperor Shani himself has approved of your efforts and wishes you all the best in your continued efforts into making our great city a bastion for humanity. However, it has come to my attention that some of you have expressed doubts in regards to the necessity of our actions here. Myself and the board of directors would like to remind you that without the work you do here, the lives of the people of our city are put at great risk. Please, without your help, many innocent will die in the war with the Atherians. You wouldn't want that, would you? Probably not, no. Oh, I came through here. Right. Yeah, and Clovis is still there being useless. Hi, Clovis. How are you feeling being... Oh, that's not what I wanted to click. I just wanted to know how you feel being absolutely useless for now. I still don't want you to die. Oh my god, I'm going to feel like guilt if he does die. I feel like I've been in a few places before in here. I went all the way up in here, didn't I? Or I went all the way up on the other building. I think I went all the way up on the other building and then I got inside of this one. I think that's what I did, yeah. So I did not see anything in this building. I've seen everything on the building on the left. Arjun Kuruka, head of the research and development, Synergeny R&D employees. I know that message Salim and the board of directors sent may be a little on the nose, but know that I'm still incredibly proud of the work you have done. Oh no, wait. No, I read all that. I read that. I've been here. Yeah, you're creeping me out. Maybe I haven't been here. I only played this like yesterday, and I already forgot. I'll talk about that properly on the video of the end of the year that I'm gonna make. Like that. Where am I? I probably opened something to open this, right? Maybe one of the levers that I pulled down on the other building. Salim Zakaria, Synergeny CEO. I've read the reports you sent this morning and I have to say I'm extremely impressed. This miracle blood of yours just may be what we need to turn the tide against the Atherians. You said it yourself that these samples were able to survive longer than regular blood cells, right? Well, what if that's not this stuff is capable of? What if we're just scratching the surface of what the substance can do? You and my team have our full support in continuing your research. I want you to find whatever it is that you can about this stuff and let me know of any significant discoveries you make. Imagine what this stuff could do for our soldiers out in the field. I'm gonna take a look at the last video that I made because I really want to know if I went all the way up on that building or not. Because I don't know. This building has only 2 floors. So I've been to them all. Right. Vina Hassan, biologist, to myself. This is the first of what's sure to be many terminal entries in my goal of finding everything there is about the mysterious substance that the team and I are calling Samsara, or property whatever number that is. If you want to be technical about it, there is still a lot we don't know about this stuff, so it's my job to find out wherever it is we can about it. From how it's produced to how it interacts with the human body, the Synergeny board of directors have assured it's getting less and less time for me to read. The Synergeny board of directors have assured me that the research done here is strictly under control and that they're willing to throw as much resources at us as needed to ensure we get results. It's a little intimidating, if I can be honest, all the responsibility being placed on my shoulders, but hey, I suppose we'll have to pull our weight during these troubling times. I don't like it, but alright. Welcome to Synergeny Research and Development Sector. All artifacts found here are strictly confidential in nature. I'll drink later. Any non-Synergeny employees walking these halls must be accompanied by an authorized Synergeny employee or leave the premises immediately. Failure to comply will result in immediate termination. Emperor Sheni himself has given us permission to do this. If you are accompanied by an authorized Synergeny employee, please disregard the previous warning and enjoy your tour. I am not accompanied by anyone. Are you going to terminate me? Like, by termination, do you mean you're gonna be killed? Or do you mean you're gonna be fired? Well, you technically cannot be fired if you don't work there, right? So they are talking about we're gonna murder you if you're not accompanied by one of our employees, not employers. But you got the point. Oh, dangers. Very dangerous. What is that? Why is that there? Oof. Damn, my heart. What the hell are you doing over there? Never mind. I'll just be here reading. It's good. I forgot to drink. We've had yet another outbreak of food poisoning come in today, and management on our asses about it. Do you want to know what the real problem? Do you want to know what the real problem is here? Where is that? It's the sheer lack of hygiene that these scientists have. And it's always the same thing contaminating the food, that disgusting black liquid from their labs. I've begged my line manager to report this problem to the board of directors, but he keeps telling me that the work we do here is strictly confidential and that all communications must go through the proper channels. Unbelievable. Well, don't come crying to me when all of our staff are out on sick leave. At least wash your hands, you know. You really don't need to be disgusting. You can just wash your hands. Like, I work in a lab as well. I wash my hands. Come on. Ugh. Why are you being creepy? What the hell? Wait, I think this is... Yeah, okay. Then I'm not losing anything. I'm just going around and around and around. What is that? Ah! I found a key card. Great! Sweet! I didn't read what he said, but he was probably happy about the key card. I still have a lot to see around. I asked you a question, you damn machine. What did you do with my team? Where have you taken them? Wait, that voice sounds familiar. I don't know who's talking, so... Is that who I think it is? I cannot see anyone. And I'm pretty sure I did not give any particular voices to any one of your team. Because I thought that they were all going to die anyway. Ah! Well, are you going to answer my questions or just stare at me like an animal? Forgive me, number 87. It was not my intention to make you feel uncomfortable. But it's very likely you hold the answer to a question that's plagued me for a while now. Now, if you would be... Do you treat all your guests like this way, Mr. Protector of Humanity? As I explained before, I don't want your excuses. I want you to tell me what you've done with my team. You were visitor at number 87. You arrived in Niravasi along with visitors 85, 86, and 88. While visitors 86 and 88 were safely rescued, I'm afraid visitor 85 is lost. I have since dismantled the defective unit and reintegrated it back into my network. Well, it sounds like you've thought this all through, haven't you? So if you're as smart as you think you are, what do you even need me with me then? Who are you again? I don't even remember you, dude. Within your group, there was an Anthurian interloper that's proven to be quite a nuisance. I wish to eradicate this creature before it can plague this city any further. Wait, Anthurian? You're not talking about the stupid cat, are you? It's just some brat Willow Eugenics hired in a panic to replace the archaeologist they lost. So he's an archaeologist then. That explains how he's able to adapt so quickly. Wait, maybe we can help each other out. If you release me, I can help you find him. Oh, dude, really? You're gonna betray me? Your key out? He seemed keen to explore the city, so maybe you could lure him with something valuable. Your willingness to help is flattering, but ultimately not necessary, 87. Your participation in this next experiment will be of greater use to humanity. Experiment? What are you... Commencing will experiment on Visitor 87. Initiating startup sequencing. Wait, stop! Why are you... Initiation complete. Opening property. Hey, that's the thing that we read about in the 5445354 containment. That's for experimental use. Exposing Visitor 87 to property number for archival purposes and later study. Is that a black goo? What is this stuff? What are you doing to me, you damn machine? I'm not alone at home today, so I feel uncomfortable talking out loud. My skin! No, please! I beg you, don't do this! I wanna die! I guess you're dying already. Wheel experiment complete. Shutting down property number distribution pumps. Ah! It appears physical contact with property number still results in termination, even at 10%. Further research is required of Project Wheel in order to attain viable results. There was something running to the other side. Nick. Are you really upset about his death? Because I'm not. I'm not upset at all. It's like, yeah, it kinda sucks that you died, dude, but you know. He was ready to deliver me to Eon to save his skin. Like, super ready to just deliver me on a silver plate to Eon. It's like they never liked me. I didn't finish looking at stuff. Look like there's still some other stuff to be seen in here, I think. Oh, the black goo. Okay. And this is where I came from. Alright, so there's not much to be seen in here. I can continue. But I wonder what the black goo does. Because it's like the scientists were using it, touching it, and then people are getting sick. But Nick immediately just died. What in the world is this thing? It looks human, but something feels wrong. Is this what Eon's been working on all this time? Creating humans from scratch? Looks like a computer terminal. Yeah, let's read. Give me information. Why you feel so uncomfortable reading or speaking out loud when there's people at home? Vina Hassan, biologist, to myself. I probably had to do that anyway, so... We had to terminate one of our test subjects today after being injected with the samsara solution. The patient's vitals immediately flatlined. The team tried their best to rectify the situation, but to no avail. When conducting an autopsy on a patient, it was quickly discovered that the patient had essentially drowned in their own blood. It appeared once administered in the bloodstream. The samsara accelerated the production of red blood cells at an alarming rate. This in turn completely flooded the patient's entire body from their lungs to their brain. But the strangest part about all of this is that in spite of the body experiencing death hours ago, the blood cells within the subject's body still continue to produce oxygen as if they were still alive. Are they though? Still alive? Or maybe the cells are still alive? Vina Hassan, to myself, I've been just over a month since we started working on this project and still haven't figured out the cause of the samsara's discoloration. At first glance, it looks similar to the venous blood samples most doctors retrieve on a daily basis. But on closer inspection, the blood cells within the samsara samples are still producing oxygen normally. We initially thought it had to do with the hemoglobin levels produced in the bodies being lower than average, but our samples disprove that. Some members of the team have started complaining of feeling lightheaded when working with the test subject. A few have even made reports of hearing phantom voices coming from behind them. I'm almost wondering if the process involved with creating the samsara samples is a health risk I should have just finished that. It became automatically now to close it. Identify yet. I've been talking to my superior about this theory later today. The thing is, technically, we don't produce oxygen. We breathe oxygen, and our hemoglobins just transport this oxygen to the rest of our body. So I don't really understand what you mean by saying that the blood is still producing oxygen. There's nothing to be produced in there. It doesn't produce oxygen. Since the puppet incident, that's what my team's been calling the experiment subject a month ago, we've all been a little on the edge. We've only scratched the surface of what this samsara solution is capable of. And quite frankly, that scares us. We don't whether the next day working with this team will be our last or not. We don't know whether. Okay. I've issued my concerns with the board of directors. Jesus Christ, it's a nonsense to read now. I've issued my concern with the board of directors, but they simply responded with the phrase, if it's producing results, that's good. More and more of my team have taken up sick leave since we started working on the project, with each complaining of hearing phantom voices in the back of their heads. Even I myself feel that I'm not myself some days. Sometimes when I'm working, I'll blur out the word heart in the middle of writing, or when I'm having a conversation with my colleagues. So whatever you found, it's a problem. It's destroying everyone's mind by producing oxygen. This is insane. In all my years as an academic and biologist, I've never seen anything as horrifying as what I just witnessed minutes ago. Remember the subject I talked about? The one that expired after direct exposure to the samsara solution? Yeah, that one. Okay, what happened? Well, it turns out that actually wasn't the case. Somehow the subject was able to reanimate itself and free itself from the morgue it was being kept in. It wandered around the halls of the facility for exact 2 minutes before perishing once again on the spot. I see, so that's what we saw crawling on the ground. It was probably Nick, as he called him Nick, as I don't remember who that guy is. I honestly don't care. The secondary autopsy concluded that the cause of death this time was due to cerebral hemorrhaging. The team has since kept a close eye on the subject's remains since then. When questioned, the first person that came across the subject informed us that he thought he heard the subject muttering to itself. When asked what, he simply responded with the word love. The fuck? Are you whispering the word love to yourself? Love what? Oh, there's a... Wait a minute. Who? It's Gin! Lynx! Oh, I thought it was Gin from Bleach. Lynx, can you hear me? Whoa. Lynx, it's me, Mora! Don't tell me you forgot what I look like. Mora, what? Wait, Mora? Is that really you? I thought you died back in the landing zone. Aren't you the pilot? Oh, perfect timing. Just as I found out you're alive, the machine wants to talk. No. I thought I covered my tracks well enough to throw him off. What do I do? Mora, I don't think he knows that you're here. He's probably just here to see me. You should be able to hide behind me or the other table in the room. Hurry. I'll be fine. I'll be right here. I want to listen to this. Greetings, Visitor 88. Are you comfortable enough now to converse with me? Look, I already told you before, Smiley. I don't know what you're talking about. So just kill me already and be done with it. I'm sick of all this waiting around. Kill you? You misunderstand, 88. You are far too valuable an asset to lose. Yes, I'm aware. You've told me that like 30 times already. Something about my blood, right? That is correct, yes. Upon examining your blood, traces of property, the samsara thing, were detected. The molecular makeup of that solution was specifically cultivated here in this lab. Meaning that you've come into contact with one of the viable test subjects of Project Demand. So, I'll ask you once again, number 88. How did you come into contact with property samsara? Number, whatever. I'm not gonna read that number. You bore me, number 88. I guess we'll never know. Alright, he's gone, Mora. You're good to start moving around again. You're a girl, right? You're a lot sneakier than you look, Mora. Guess that's how you made it here unscattered. Well, what are you standing around for? Get me out of this thing. Done? Are you gonna be with Clovis now? It's good to be back on my feet again. You have my thanks, Mora. It's my pleasure, ma'am. I'm just glad to see you're doing okay. Well, as far as being held captive by a crazy AI for days goes, anyway. Yeah, so what's our next course of action? Is there a certain route we need to take? Nope, nothing like that. But there is some good news I wanted to share with you. It turns out that Eon didn't actually destroy the ship we used to come here, ma'am. He's got it sitting around in a little runaway strip, completely unattended to. Yeah, I already knew that, Mora. The machine even showed me where it was being held. Said he promised to send me home if I gave him what he was looking for. It was all lies, though. You remember what happened before we landed here, right? The ship ran into some kind of magnetic field around the city that fried the controls. At first I thought that the machine was the cause of it, but apparently I was wrong. I guess it's just... Your guess is? Clovis, is everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine. I just wanted to call to see if you're alright, Mora. Did you manage to find anything out? Someone actually, found the pilot who brought me here to Niravasi, Clovis. Really? That's great news, Mora. Bring them along back to the airship, and we'll start making our way out of here. Stay safe, Mora. But I have more to explore. Sorry about that. There was someone I've been working with to escape Niravasi. Don't worry, you can trust him. I met him in person, and he's a really lovely guy. Whatever you say, Mora. Lead the way, and I'll be right behind you. Alright. Wait, I almost forgot to ask, but you don't mind if we take a slight detour, Mora? I want to explore the place. You remember what that machine said to me earlier, right? About how I was special? Well, I remember him talking about some kind of special room around here. Said that he would answer any questions I had about my imprisonment. I know I'm asking a lot here, but would it be okay to take me there when you get the chance? If not, that's fine too. Either way, let's get the hell out of here. Can you let me explore now? Oh, thank God. Alright, so this is just another thing. Maybe I can look around to the other 3 rooms or 4 rooms that I did not manage to go yet. There's no room here, no room here. I think I was supposed to have another one here in the left. Oh boy. There's a vault. Seems like some kind of body casket. It must have been used to store away deceased patients. This thing doesn't look like any cadaver I've ever seen. How vile. That thing was closed before. But everything inside here is anymore. How strange. This was closed before. I could have sworn this casket was closed when I first entered this room. And we have another one on the top. That's just absolutely lovely, isn't it? Hold on a second, Mura. This is where the special room I talked about is. I know I'm asking you a lot here, but I really appreciate if you took me there. We're gonna go there in a second. I need to read stuff first. And get out several times and read it again. This will be my final update in regards to Project Wheel. It's clear that I'm no longer in good enough health to work on the project and will be handing over all my research to my superiors. When I first started working on this project, wait, what? I've read the report you sent this morning and I have to say I'm extremely impressed. This miracle blood... Why did you change what was written in there? Pause to read. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll just pause to read. Oh. Whatever. R&D employees. It's clear to me that a number of you have expressed concerns in regards to working on Project Wheel, or more specifically, working with the Samsara solution. What you need to understand is that humanity is at war here, and needs some. This is the first and I'm sure to be many terminal entries in my goal of fighting everything there about the mysterious substance. See, again, it changed again. The Synergy and Board of Directors have assured me that the research done here is strictly under control. And how about you? Am I going to start reading something and then you're going to change it again? I'm not sure I'm doing this kind of sick joke, but it stops here, Arjun. We've poured a significant amount of funding into Project Wheel and the Muric solution to have shown whatever. I have mind-shot the entire project. That's why I'm giving you a chance to clean up a Teams Act, etc., and plan our shiny, blah, whatever, because now it's probably going to change to something else, isn't it? No, this one actually whatever. Pause to read. That's just absolutely anger. Perfect. This is just what I'm looking for. This will help us get in. Oh my god, I still remember the code that I found on the thing on the other side. What the... Man, what is... This is it. This is where all started for the Grey Mother. For my people. Is this why you wanted me to come here? Why, Grey Mother? What did you want me to see? What are you talking about, ma'am? Who's this Grey Mother you're talking about? What? No, she's just... Look, never mind. I found what I was looking for, so we can head on back now. So I suppose that this human than the others I saw early. Just what Ian's planning to do with the creatures like this. Force his own personal army. While Project Wheel was going on, it appears another project was in the works by the Synergenic Research Development Team. Labeled Project Demon, the goal of this experiment was simple: to artificially contour humanoid specimens from scratch. The reproductive cycle of a human is a marvel, yes, but is also prone to several genetic faults and irregularities. Had Project Demon succeed in its goals, it could have served as the turning point in the war against the Antharians. It appears, however, that the project was shut down due to ethical concerns cited by members of the R&D team. But those scientists are no longer with us today, meaning there will no longer be a cause for concern if I resume work on the project. I see. Work into Project Demand yielded many more complications than I had initially estimated. The biology of humanity always amazes me. Initially, cellular and tissue development is easy enough, but there has been some difficulty in inhibiting this process. To put it briefly, the bodies I created ended up rejecting the stimuli used to limit their growth, resulting in severe organic discharge. A solution to this issue may come in the form of injecting the samsara solution directly into the cells during the development process. Exposure to property whatever has been known to destroy a subject's cellular makeup, yes, but perhaps that will not be the case here. Hypothetically, samsara solution may potentially accelerate the hemoglobin oxidation process in a subject's blood. So, basically killing the hemoglobin with excess of oxygen, I suppose. Success! After repeat exposure to samsara solution to the growing specimens, 48% of them have shown promising results. These specimens lack any of the cerebral activity functions found within most humans, but this is still a significant step forward. Now that I have confirmed samsara solution to be a viable source of life for my subject, I'll start working on refining the process. I work on Project Demon goes well. I will provide humanity the means of truly perfecting themselves. I suppose that this is the biologist that we've been reading throughout the whole thing. It's a terminal. Last night, a minor setback was discovered. It appeared that using samsara solution on the subjects yields an unexpected error. The acceleration of the hemoglobin oxidation process has somehow caused the acidity of subject's blood to spike radically. As the acidic blood cells pour through the body, the subject's organs and limbs begin to corrode at an alarming rate, which makes no sense. Okay. Furthermore, these contaminated blood cells are able to vitiate other blood cells with samsara solution. This process has since labeled as cellular corruption, an infectious process that could potentially damage all life on Antharius. This one is gone. There was something here before, but now it's gone. Does he all even know about this? If so, why did he just leave this room in the state it is? Something doesn't feel right here. And there's still bodies just hanging around. But okay. Remarkable! Not only has the subject survived the cellular corruption process, but they've also shown normal cerebral activity. The subject may very well be the final solution that I have been looking to employ after all these years of work. This prime demon will be the first of many to come, and the harbinger of humanity's next step in the evolution process. Are they talking about you, Lynx? Are you this subject? Are you that person? Right, so they were trying to construct their own humans, and apparently they managed to do so somehow, because they wanted the humans to be perfect. They have talked about this before, that they wanted to perfect the humans. If I bring her here, does she sees anything? Guess not. Okay. So, is she... She vanished. Okay. She most probably will show up next to me again. There she is. Okay. What's the way out? I think here. Yeah, and then here. I was so ready for something to show up on that window. Like, so ready. Clovis! I got her. Oh, it's just you, Mora. I thought for a second that Ian found our hiding place. Anyway, where is this? Mora, what? You sure? Well, there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Good to see you again, Clovis. Lynx! What are you doing here? I thought your team disbanded months ago. Wait, you two know each other? We roomed together back when we were training to join the Falerian military, Mora. After we graduated, we both sorta just went our separate ways. You still didn't answer my question though, Lynx. I thought you said your team was finished. We were. But Willow Eugenics were offering us a lot of money for this job, Clovis. And to be honest, it felt nice to get my hands on a working ship again. Now I see why you were having second thoughts about coming to the rescue, Mora. Wait, what? You knew we were alive this whole time, and you thought about leaving us here? Come on, Lynx. You know damn well why we might have felt that way. It's no secret that the 5th Platoon had a poor reputation within the Falerian military. Wasn't that part of the reason why your team was disbanded in the first place? No, that's not... Don't insult me, Lynx. You knew how horrible it was working for those people. As far as I'm concerned, Elaine and the rest of those racist bigots can rot in hell. Sorry. That was uncalled for on my part. It's wrong for me to speak ill of the dead. No, that's alright. I wasn't exactly good friends with them either. I wasn't, sorry. Sorry to interrupt the little reunion, but we got what we came for, right? So let's get this ship sorted out and get out of the city already. Mora, I already told you that we can't leave. Not while that magnetic field's still up. You know, the one being generated by the crystal Ian's got holed up in his little palace. No, I don't know. Wait, you didn't tell him about the crystal, Clovis. You're joking right now. Clovis? What is she talking about? I thought you said we were almost out of here. Sorry, I needed to step outside for a moment. It'll only be a minute, I promise. Clovis, wait! You should probably go see if he's okay, Mora. I think he just wants to talk in private. Don't worry about me. Now start working on getting the ship repaired. You do what you gotta do. Do that. There's so much shit going on now. I cannot just leave. So what do you have to tell me, Clovis? Clovis, you don't pretend like you're not hurt, Mora. I saw the look on your face. If you want to blame me, hit me, or shout, go right on ahead. Why? That's the only option that I have? Did I... Okay. Why, Clovis? Why aren't you telling me what's really going on here? Because I didn't actually think we would make it this far, or that we'd be standing here right now. I'm sick of all of this, Mora. Do you hear me? All of it! When is it going to end? I miss my home, my family, and even the feeling of flying in the air. And most of all, I miss my team, Mora. I miss George, Emily, June, Kate. Carter. Carter? A few months ago, Willowgenics came to me and my team with a big proposition. They said they discovered what they believed to be the lost city of Niravasi. They wanted us to go and investigate some rumors about an old relic of legend. Particularly that of an artifact known as the Chromere Crystal, the very heart of Niravasi. My team's mission was to come to Niravasi, find this crystal, bring it back to Valeria. It was supposed to be a simple catch and grab mission, and we were all excited to go. But then we passed through that magnetic field Lynx mentioned earlier and crash landed here. I managed to make it out of alive, but the others weren't so lucky. After that, the harvester ended up catching up with me and the rest. You already know. I'm sorry, Mora. I should have told you all of this when we first spoke. I just hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me for lying to you like this. Oh, everything went black. What are you? Did you hug Clovis again? What's there to forgive, Clovis? We wouldn't have gotten this far if it wasn't for you. So quit feeling sorry for yourself and tell me where I can find this crystal, Clovis. I'll find it, bring it back here, and we'll all be out of the city in no time. Mora does like to hug, doesn't he? Thank you, Mora. I would hug Clovis too, to be honest. Oh, my boy. Oh, my boy, Clovis. Ah. I guess we're finally getting close to the end here. Okay. Clovis? Hey, Mora! Just wanted to give you my thanks before you set off again. Is everything all good on your end? All good here, Clovis. I'm ready to get back on doing what I do best. Glad to hear it. Now, let's go straight into it, Mora. Right now, you should be seeing an elevator up ahead. That'll take you to the engineer wing of the facility, which is where Eon draws the power needed to power his machines. While Eon has performing experience on me, I remember him saying something about a secret entrance to the palace being there. Since he's got the palace locked up tighter than Clovis' lips, you will need to make your way there if you want to find the crystal. I'm talking with Clovis here, right? I think I'm talking with Lynx. I don't know who I am talking to. I think it's Lynx. Let's go to a neutral voice, because usually it's Clovis, but after that you just have to go from there alone, Mora. There's no telling what you find when you're in. If you need anything, Lynx and I, so it was Clovis. Lynx and I will be on the other side of the radio, Mora. Remember, we're here to help you if you need anything. Got it. Thanks, guys. I'll let you know when I found the entrance to the palace. Right. We're close, we're close. So I'm gonna save this here. I wanna see where this goes. Whatever. In either way, I'm gonna end this one here because it's getting very long. So I'm gonna end this one here. We are very, very close to the end. And I was looking into it. Apparently the first time that I played Niravasi was in July. So this game is going on for half a year now. So it's about time for us to finish it. So as usual, I hope you all have a happy ever after, and I'll see you on the next day. Bye bye.